A very good morning to all our Sports Today family members. The India versus Australia test match has already begun with plenty of action before the toss and also a lot of action after the toss happened, which Australia won and they decided to bat. Before the match, Prime Ministers of both India and Australia came. They had a lap of honor around the Narendra Modi Stadium. They interacted with the players. There was a special function also announced in order to celebrate 75 years of India versus Australia friendship. But this test match is actually going to be special for this particular individual, that is Virat Kohli. Why is that? This is Virat Kohli's 50th test match that he is going to play at home. Out of the 107 that he's played so far, 57 have been overseas, 50 have been in India. And he's on the cusp of also getting to 4,000 test runs in India also. So, all the stars are aligning for Virat Kohli to make it special at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. On the other hand, if you have to look at it, one more vital member in this team, Ravichandran Ashwin, he is also on the cusp of reaching 700 international wickets. He's only 11 away from it. On a track like this, can Ashwin weave his magic? That will be the key. Virat's special 50, that will be India and the whole world will be hoping that he breaks his 3-year rut, because quite frankly it has gone on for a very long time. Whereas if you look at from Ahmedabad to the Hagley Oval in Christchurch, Sri Lanka have BAZBALL New Zealand in a way, because 263 for 5, that is the total that they have at the time of doing this morning wrap. Kusal Mendis with a brilliant 87 of 83. Angelo Matthews, the veteran, is looking good. Remember, this Sri Lanka versus New Zealand series has a bearing even on the India versus Australia match. If Sri Lanka win the series 2-0, they will have knocked India out if India are to lose or draw in Ahmedabad. So far, Sri Lanka has started well, India have not started well in Ahmedabad. So that is the current situation that is there. From the Hagley Oval, let us move to Johannesburg, and in the first day of the test between South Africa and the West Indies, the second test at the Wanderers, Aiden Markram shone yet again. He was unlucky to be dismissed for 96, but South Africa have made 311 for 7. A great start for them in the second test. Unfortunately, this series has no bearing in the World Test Championship because both the teams are eliminated. Even if South Africa win 2-0, they will only get to 55.56 percentage points, which is not enough. Just across the border in Pakistan, we saw a magnificent encounter and Jason Roy stole the show with 145 as his team chased down 245 with 10 balls to spare. It was the third highest run chase in all of T20 history, and Jason Roy showed why he is one of the most destructive white ball players in the world. He may not be in form with the England team, but when it comes to franchisee cricket, barring the IPL to a certain extent, he is in top form. And his team have ensured that they are in the reckoning for the PSL playoffs as well. If you are an English Premier League fan, you will have to look away from this because two results happened in the UEFA Champions League. One, Bayern Munich knocked out Paris Saint-Germain in the UEFA Champions League. Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting and also Serge Gnabry ensured that Bayern Munich managed to win against Paris Saint-Germain and they have been knocked out of the UEFA Champions League. So Bayern Munich have made it to the knockouts for the 4th consecutive season, and it speaks volumes of this Bundesliga side who once again continue to do magnificently well in Europe. But as I had said, Premier League, Tottenham Hotspur are out of the Champions League because they drew 0-0 with AC Milan, and already having lost the first leg 1-0, it was not enough for them, and Tottenham Hotspur are out of the Champions League. It continues the sad trend for the English clubs in the UEFA Champions League. Some are still alive, but some are out of it. And we end the morning wrap with one very decisive update on the boxers. Remember, 3 boxers had filed a writ petition in the Delhi High Court wanting to challenge the BFI's decision to keep them out for the World Boxing Championships. However, the Delhi High Court has made it very, very clear they will not interfere in the selection process And that is the main reason why the Delhi High Court has directed the BFI to keep these 3 players as standbys in case of any injury. But that doesn't solve the situation at this point in time. These 3 boxers might feel hard done by the Delhi High Court, but unfortunately, the Delhi High Court has said they will not interfere in the selection process. So it is a pretty action-packed morning. Thanks primarily to the Prime Ministers of Australia and India coming for this 4th and final test match. Sri Lanka have also made a great start, and South Africa have also made a great start against the West Indies. Remember, World Test Championship final is at stake. Only one spot is remaining. Will it be Sri Lanka? Will it be India? Sri Lanka started well. India, unfortunately, have not. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram channels of Sports Today. Thank you.